I believe we'll take 2 photographs, right, Richard? Okay.
Yeah, you right there. I gotta see you. Okay, everyone look at me. Thank you.
Family.
Okay, so we are meeting with the Berry family, one of the recipients of the Centennial Farm and Ranch Award today, and this is Stacia. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
And so tell me a little bit where you're located, some of the history behind your ranch and all that good stuff.
We are the Berries, and we're located in southeast Wyoming in Laramie County, and we are 100 years old this year, and this is a ranch that has seen all sorts of changes throughout the years, but we have always been consistent in raising great families and great cattle. So that's what we're proud of.
All right, and you have many generations that are represented today.
We do. We're just entering our 5th generation of Wyoming ranchers. Though they may be small, they are our 5th generation that are just starting to crop up. But yep, an exciting heritage of people that have been committed to the land, to a tough landscape. There have been many times that maybe some of us have questioned why a wagon would stop in Laramie County, but that's where we parked, and that's where our family has been for 100 years.
And obviously a successful thing since you're just celebrating that 100 years this year.
Yep, it's an exciting achievement for a family to have stayed together and to have grown and to persevered in a great state.
Well, and that's a very good point. It's a testament to your family ties, obviously, and you all are very strong. You're all here today supporting each other and celebrating together, and it's a great symbol of not only agriculture and our history in Wyoming, but also the family portion of Wyoming, and that's something that we're very proud of. So.
Indeed, Cynthia Lummis made a comment today that I thought was very, very fitting, in the fact that regardless of the economy or the weather, the one thing that makes ranches go from generation to generation is family, and built on a strong family, that is what will make these ranches live past their centennial celebration.
That's great, and that was something I was visiting with Jim McGagnon with the Wyoming Stock Growers Association. He was saying that encouraging the younger generation to come into play, and even ranches that don't have a younger generation to be a successor. Being a younger generation yourself, is there a good message that you can send to younger people about why ranching is important to keep sending forward into the future in Wyoming?
Well, sure. Ranching isn't an easy business to be in, but ranching is the foundation of what our nation rests on. This is where our food and fiber industries happen. This is where the clothes that are on our backs and the foods that are on our tables come from. And without those ranches and without those families that have stuck together and continued to produce those agricultural commodities, we wouldn't be where we are today. America wouldn't be where it is today. And so ranching is exceptionally important. And even if it doesn't look like it did 100 years ago, it's still a vital industry in America.
Great. Well, that's a good message. And can you introduce us to a little bit of everyone here?
We have I might even let everybody tell a little bit of their story, because we're all different parts of the Berry, so I'm going to let everybody tell how they fit together.
Okay, you bet. Start with you.
Well, I'm Ty Berry, and these are my parents, DC and Dorothy Berry. And this is my brother Dave, and my aunt Mary, who is Dad's sister, and they were part of the original family that homesteaded and made this all possible.
Very nice.
I'm Jay Berry, and was named after the original Jay Berry that came, and feel quite fortunate to be where he was today, and thankful to be able to do the same thing. So that's exciting for me, and to have kids interested in what I'm doing. So
absolutely, that's great. Hello.
Hi, I'm Mary Wells, and I was a Berry. This is my brother Doe, and I live at Torrington now, so I'm not involved in the ranch, but I'm here today to support them.
Absolutely.
She did the chores while they were gone to the war. She never says that, but that's what she did.
And that's an important part to play. You know, 100 years, we've seen World War I, World War II, you know, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and so on. So there's been a lot of historical significance and eras that you've passed through. So that is something to be proud of, absolutely. And how about you?
I'm Dave Berry, D.C. Berry's son, and I moved to a different ranching operation at Horse Creek, Wyoming.
Great. Well, and we can't forget some of the most important players too. Would you like to share your names and your...
I'm D.C. Berry. I'm the oldest Berry there is at this time. And when myself and two brothers got back from the war, World War II, we started up the Berries Incorporated. We raised registered Hereford cattle for 45 years. We sold bulls all through Wyoming and neighboring states. We would average in the top 3 in the nation in what we get for 100 bulls, average price. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's impressive. And you served in World War II. What theater did you serve in?
I served in the European theater. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for your service, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And you, ma'am?
I'm Dorothy Berry, his wife, and I'm just the homemaker and ride herd on all these kids.
That's an important role, though. That's these generations are here because you were there, so that's important. Well, good. Well, thanks for your time. I appreciate it. All right. Well, thanks to the Berry family, and thanks for all that you've done and the historical significance and preservation of our land in Wyoming, and best of luck to you for the next 100 years as well. Well, thanks for joining us today on WLMTV's The Ag Scene. We've enjoyed visiting with some of the families that have been celebrating 100 years or more in farming and ranching in Wyoming. We got to talk to some of the special dignitaries that were attending the event and enjoy some of the festivities. This is a very impressive time and something that they celebrate at the State Fair in Douglas. So thanks for joining us today on The Ag Scene.